Just sprinkle cinnamon on a lit candle and wait a few seconds. You'll be surprised by what happens next. Once I discovered this trick, I stopped wasting money on expensive store-bought options. It's simple, powerful, and the results? You'll have to see to believe. Stick with me until the end. You'll want to try this the moment the video finishes. To begin, gather 3 regular candles. Place them in a small saucepan over low heat. Let them melt slowly and completely. No rush here. Watching the wax transform is oddly satisfying. Comment below with your city. Let's see where everyone's watching from. Once the candles are fully melted, turn off the heat. And here's an important tip. Don't throw away the wicks. We'll be reusing them very soon. Next, grab a small glass container. It's crucial that it's made of glass. Plastic simply won't hold up to the heat. Choose any style you like, but make sure it's safe and stable. Now, carefully pour the melted wax into the glass container. Fill it evenly. You'll want a nice, smooth surface when it cools. Then comes one of the most powerful ingredients, cloves. Just toss in a generous handful. No need to count, just enough to cover the surface well. This step may seem small, but it changes everything later on. While the wax is still warm, it's time to bring in the star ingredient, cinnamon. Add 1 full tablespoon of finely ground cinnamon powder and mix it well into the wax. Stir slowly to keep things smooth and evenly distributed. Comment, yes, if you're going to try this at home. This recipe came from my grandfather, a countryside expert in homemade tricks that actually work. He swore by this one, and after using it for years, I can say it's the kind of thing that never lets you down. Once everything's mixed thoroughly, it's time to return the wick. Center it in the container using a clothespin or skewer to keep it upright. Let the mixture sit at room temperature. As it cools and hardens, you'll start to smell the magic. Once it's fully set, remove the clothespin and trim the wick to your preferred height. Just like that, you've created a rustic, fragrant candle. But we're not done yet. Now light the candle and take in the warm aroma. Cinnamon and clove fill the air instantly, creating a cozy and welcoming vibe. But there's more happening here than just a nice scent. This isn't just any candle. What you've made is a natural barrier against unwanted guests, the kind that buzz, bite, and ruin a peaceful evening. Did you know this kind of candle could do all that? Thousands of people are discovering it, and now, so have you. Just sprinkle cloves on a lit candle and wait a few seconds, and watch what happens. It might sound too simple to be real, but once I tried this, everything changed. I stopped spending on overpriced store-bought options that promise results but never last. Let's get started. Grab 3 regular candles and place them into a small saucepan over low heat. Let them melt slowly. This part is key. Watch as the wax softens and liquefies. Once the candles are completely melted, turn off the heat. And don't throw away the wicks. You'll be using them again shortly. Comment below with your city. Let's see where everyone's watching from. Now choose a small glass container. Carefully pour the wax into the container, filling it about 3/4 full. You want enough room for the ingredients to mix well. While the wax is still hot, it's time to add the star cloves. Sprinkle a generous handful over the surface. The scent begins to rise immediately, rich and comforting. Now bring in another secret ingredient, cinnamon powder. Add 1 full tablespoon and stir it gently into the wax. Mix slowly and evenly to create a perfect balance. The combination of clove and cinnamon smells like something out of a cozy countryside cabin. And it only gets better. Comment, yes, if you're going to try this at home. This recipe came from my grandfather. He lived in a small village and believed every ingredient in nature had a purpose. Once mixed thoroughly, take one of the saved wicks and lower it into the center of the wax. Use a skewer, toothpick, or clothespin balanced across the rim to keep it upright while the wax hardens. Let it cool slowly at room temperature. The scent will start to fill the air long before it's even lit. Once it's fully hardened, trim the wick to your desired height. That's it. You've just created a beautiful, rustic, homemade candle. But the real magic begins now. Light the candle, and within seconds, the room fills with warmth. The clove and cinnamon aroma is soothing, comforting, and quietly powerful. You'll notice something different in the atmosphere. It's not just about fragrance. This blend does something special. What you've created is more than just a candle. It's a natural shield. Without synthetic sprays or harsh chemicals, this emits a subtle protection against certain little flying guests that never seem to leave you alone. Rate this tip from 0 to 10. I'd love to know what you think. Not only does it enhance the protective scent, it also, according to tradition, brings positivity and abundance into your home. Did you know something so simple could do all this? Try it today and comment below which part surprised you most. Put a candle in a lemon, and you'll be blown away by the results. It may sound unusual, but once you see this trick in action, you'll realize why I've never spent money on overpriced products again. This method is simple, effective, and has benefits most people don't even know about. Stick with me until the end, because the reveal will surprise you. First, grab a lemon or lime and slice it like this, so it will be easier for the next step. After cutting, set it aside for a moment. Now, let's grab a container. A glass jar or any sturdy container works perfectly, because this will serve as the base for what we're creating. Into the bottom, add 3 heaping tablespoons of coarse salt. Not only does this stabilize everything inside, but it also enhances the look and freshness of the finished product. This method has saved me so much money, while giving me something that looks elegant, smells incredible, and actually works better than store-bought alternatives. Carefully arrange the lemon slices around the edges so they stay visible. This step gives your container a decorative touch while releasing that natural citrus aroma we all love. Comment below with your city. Let's see where everyone's watching from. Now set the jar aside. We'll come back to it in a moment. Grab 2 large candles, place them in a saucepan over low heat, and allow the wax to melt slowly. If you're using a larger container, you may need to melt more candles. As the wax liquefies, you'll notice it giving off a faint, pleasant smell. This part always feels relaxing and satisfying. Once the candles are fully melted, carefully fish out the wicks using a spoon or tongs. Set them aside for later. Then, with steady hands, pour the hot wax into your prepared container with salt and lemon. Pour slowly to avoid splashes or overflow. If you notice a little bubbling, don't worry. That's completely normal and will settle as it cools. Now take one of the wicks you saved earlier, trim it to fit your jar, wrap the top around a wooden stick or toothpick, and gently lower it into the center of the container. Balance the stick across the rim to hold the wick upright while the wax sets. This step ensures your candle burns evenly. Comment, yes, if you're going to try this at home. Give it some time to cool and solidify. Once hardened, it's ready for the moment of truth. Strike a match, light the wick, and watch what happens. Immediately, the fresh aroma of lemon begins to spread through the room, creating an uplifting, inviting atmosphere. The combination of lemon and candle wax doesn't just smell good, it also helps keep pesky insects away naturally. And here's the best part. You can customize this trick endlessly. Don't forget to comment below with your results. Tell me where you're watching from, and share this tip with friends who love creative and natural hacks. Thanks for being here, and I'll see you in the next video with another amazing trick you won't want to miss.